Hey, what's going on, Victorious Army? How y'all doing? So today, first I'm gonna start off talking about consistency here. Personally, consistency is a hard thing for me. After not being taught how to be consistent, after not having a father figure in my life who gave a shit, it's hard for me to be consistent. And it sucks, really. I had an opportunity that ended up passing because I was right there with it and I was going to go for it. But I don't know. I stopped. I felt like I was being pushed back from it. Not really sure how to explain that, but that's how it felt. And I guess, now after understanding myself more, I realized that the opportunity wasn't necessarily pushing me away. You know, I wasn't literally pushing myself away from it, but I realized within my spirit that the way that my father programmed me and the way my molester handled me made me feel like I wasn't worth shit. Made me feel like each and every time I got a good thing or good thing going for me and it was realized, or somebody may have complimented me on it, I would push back away from it. And at the time I didn't know why, right? So I guess to me it looked like I never wanted to be complimented. I never wanted to be appreciated for the different things that I was doing, the different things that were actually decent that other people would have recognized that I was doing. So when I realize now that things like that's me still fighting myself, my resistance against doing things that I know I should do. I have many reasons as to why I should go for them, but yet that resistance, because of the way I was brought up and the way I was programmed, made it so that I would push away from the opportunities at hand. The compliments, the nice words, it would make me stop doing what I was doing because I didn't feel that that was a good thing for me to be complimented or to be recognized for something great or good I was doing. So, with that being said, if anyone else has this issue or feeling, I'm gonna say push for it. Go and do it, because I also realized I wasn't physically stopped from doing it. It was more of a mental and spiritual thing. So now I have the chance to rewrite and recreate myself. I have the chance to finally push forward for something that I know is right and I know I deserve. It's taken me a hell of a long time to realize that and to even, push more for it. To break this false programming over myself to achieve what I would like to achieve. And you know what's also interesting is that when I would work for somebody else, I would have no problem, absolutely no problem showing up on time, no problem, coming in and being consistent for someone else but myself. I realized that I've been doing so many things for myself, but I would stop after a while. Wouldn't know why. No one told me to stop. It wasn't bad. I would just stop. I would just sit there. And the weirdest thing is, I would sit there and just let things pass me by. Like knowing, like, oh, I better do that. Thinking in my head, oh, I better do that. It's probably a good thing. It's probably going to end up to something great. Something can probably happen. Oh, it went away. And then I would just sit there and deal with all of the sadness and pain and negativity that came from that because I didn't go forward and do it. And I would end up more sad, slightly angry with myself because I didn't do it. But why didn't I do it? I didn't realize I had to sit here and fight my own self to continue what I was doing, to get up and be strong and bold enough to just do something for self. So it turns out that how I was programmed is I thought pain was love. I thought sadness and missing things and missing the mark and missing goals was the way it should be. Now, maybe mentally I didn't come to things, but I didn't realize that my subconscious had been programmed in such a way where that's what I would end up doing. That is where or how I would end up going about things. So now that, like I said, I quit my job a couple vlogs ago. I've been trying to plan and put things together. Have all the plans written out, have everything sitting there. Now I just got to go for it. And for some reason, I'm feeling resistance against going and doing the things. No one's stopping me. I'm not in trouble. I have all the tools I need. But now it's just for me to get up and do it. So anyone dealing with things like this where they feel like they should do it and they don't know why they're doing it, the only thing you can do is literally force yourself to do it. Because at a certain point, you can think great thoughts, you can think this, you can align yourself, but if you don't go through and put in the movements to do something, it won't work. It'll just sit there looking at you as it leaves, the opportunity that was there for you because you lined it up, but you just floated away because you just rather stare at it. Maybe this sounds weird to some people, maybe this sounds off-putting, but honestly, this is just what it is. So now that I'm in this for me, now that I've been working and focusing on my dreams, I'm at a point now where I feel like I've put up a good amount, put in some good work so far, and now I feel like I'm fading away from it. And I refuse to just let that be what it is. So now I have to start rewriting myself, right? Start reprogramming myself, right? Sound very computery, but either way it goes, right? Got to do something. So now I feel like I'm about to push through a barrier that's been holding me from simply doing me or doing what it is I desire to do. And it's difficult, from the mental things, the mental thoughts, and then my feelings, right? Like I was saying last vlog or the vlog before that or whatever, like emotionally unstable, I guess is how I put it. Only thing I can do is figure out how to emotionally stabilize myself and bring forth greater things for myself. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I strive to do. And the best thing to do is push that one step further. Meaning, oh, I don't feel like doing it, or I don't know if this is working. Screw that. Just keep it going. and think those great positive thoughts at it. Like, yes, this is working. This is going to work. I am going to make it happen regardless. I'm going to make this stuff pop, lock, and drop it. That's probably old as shit, but I don't care. I'm going to put it forward. Mind you, this is a continual thing until I can figure out how to reprogram my subconscious, reprogram my conscious mind to aid me in the things that I would like to do and move forward to do. Right? Because I spoke earlier on making your schedule, taking into account sometimes you just really don't feel like fucking with it. Spoke about hacking the system, holding positive thoughts, defending yourself against negative thoughts. This shit is hard. The only thing you can do is figure out how to take the information, take what you learn, and literally put it into motion or application. Because part of the beauty of life is the movement, the motion. So we all just sat there like learning all this information. It doesn't matter, especially if you could have applied it and made it happen and moved. So with this opportunity that I passed up or let pass because of other things that wanted to hinder me, things that I didn't even really know how to deal with, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to make sure that I put myself in the greatest form or facet that I can to move forward and achieve my dreams and make things happen. The crazy part is I've been wanting to do this for so long. I put up such great efforts on many a times, and now I'm not going to let it fade mentally. I'm not going to let myself stay the same spiritually. Mess with some stuff over here. All right, so now I'm going to push. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to bring myself into a greater predicament. Because once again, like I stated in my first vlog or a couple other of my vlogs, there is some serious fuck shit coming and I am not going to be a part of it. Point blank, period. I'm going to make sure that my mom is taken care of. I'm going to make sure I'm clearly taken care of. And I'm going to do the best for my extended family in other places. Once again, at this point, I have certain plans written down and things. I really don't know where all this is going to go. But I believe if I keep pushing forward and keep trying to angle myself to the best possible place or position that I can, I'm going to eventually figure out where it is I'm trying to go. I'm going to eventually figure out how to make myself better and greater than, all these shitty types left me with. But the other part about that, instead of just, being shit on in that situation and, counted out of whatever it was we could have been part of. Not only that, now I got to deal with the lack of reciprocation from all of these people, from the positive energies that I put forward. I got to deal with my emotional torn self because I didn't realize this shit was this deep. For a longest while, I didn't even realize I was a spiritual being having a human experience. For the longest while, I never realized that, things are not as they seem. So now that I finally have the things in my hand, I have certain keys to help me along my path. I'm going to do my best to put them into motion, to utilize them to make them work well for me. Oh, excuse me. Another one. But another vlog I made was don't let yourself down, right? And now I'm remembering my own vlog, using my own advice. Don't let yourself down. Just because everyone else wants to give you the screwball and bullshit you and leave you with all this crap, right? Make sure you're not the one that leaves you in the dust, lets you down. Right? And if I can't necessarily fix my emotional issues quite yet, or fix my spiritual pain quite yet, at the very least, I'm going to make sure I can put myself in a comfortable position, the best I can spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and financially, right? Because I was thinking of this the other day, right? I need me an Alfa Romeo 4C for all my emotional pain and trauma, right? I can cry my eyes out in the driver's seat of that coupe, right? I can be sad as shit in my Lamborghini Huracan. I can be mad as fuck in my GT500, right? All these things that I want, all these things that I've been trying to get to, either with other people or trying to go for things at a certain time for myself, and I couldn't get to because of shitty people or because my lack of knowledge over the damage that has been done to me or done to myself. Right? But now I'm putting in the work for myself. I am important enough for that. I am important enough for me to do hard work like I do for other people. Once again, maybe this all sounds weird, but at the same time, it's taken me a long while to even feel important to myself. So with all this being said, keep trying to lift yourself. Keep trying to lift your spirit. Keep trying to move yourself forward. Keep pushing forward. Or better yet, right? Like I've heard some people tell me, don't try, do. Do it. Do it. So I'm taking this chance to do it, or I'm taking this opportunity to do it. I'm not allowing any other opportunities that I can grasp hold of and make happen for me to slip by. I'm going to push for it greatly. Day in, day out, making things happen. So I just recommend that y'all figure out a way, like I said in my last video, to hack the system. Make things work for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Make sure you feel greater, truly. Align yourself to your goals. Align yourself really to you, because that's the other thing. I've just been so freaking thrown aside and bullshitted left and right. I've been thrown off alignment of my own self, been thrown off balance of my own self so greatly that I don't even know which way is up, what is left, what is right. I don't even fucking know. But at the very least, now that I'm on my own, I'm making moves for me. I've put in some decent consistency. I'm going to just keep pushing. Keep it pushing, right? So, with that being said there, I know I was talking about consistency, but that went way somewhere else, but that's all right. It needed to. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, dealing with molestation and traumas that push forward for it, or traumas that have dealing with molestation and its causes and its effects, all over the place. I'm getting it together, I promise. But with that, I'm gonna start off by saying I realized that I had things taken from me because of what some other shithead did. Because my molester intentionally did it to make me a homosexual, I'm angry with that. Now, personally, I'm not much of an angry person, but realizing that that piece of fucking shit took from me the feeling of a man to be able to feel like a man, that piece of shit took from me my attraction to women, that piece of shit took from me my self confidence. Thing is, it's only temporary for now, this type of stuff. But I'm gonna be working on something that's gonna take a minute because this is some serious shit to get into with molestation and sexual energies and things like this. But I'm going to be putting together something very special for those who wish to correct the problem themselves. Because I realize that I believe homosexuality can only come in about two different ways. One, no one taught you about sexual education, or you were misinformed on sexual education. Or two, somebody molested you. Somebody decided to force themselves upon you and completely fucked you up, as what happened to me. These are really the only ways this type of shit can come about because this shit's not natural. It's not natural. It's not how life was supposed to be. Sexual intercourse is only supposed to be between a man and a woman. But as you see other things go on because of lack of knowledge, excuse me, miseducation, or someone forcing themselves upon you. So I'm working on something special for all those who want to correct themselves given this issue. For all those who never even got the chance to really be attracted to the opposite sex, never even got the chance to really experience what that have been like, to really be with, I guess for me as a male, to really be with a woman naturally attracted, or for women who never had the chance to be with men naturally attracted. Now I know, other people have been molested or traumatized in other ways, but I'm gonna focus on the way that it went for me. Do my best to put something very special together to help right this horrid wrong, especially since my molester did it to intentionally make me gay. Personally, I think he should die. Now, once again, I say that after having great amounts of thought into that. I don't really say shit like that much about anything, right? I'm one who, if I'm outside and a bug crawls on me, I will sit there and put the bug on the ground and walk away from it. This is the type of person I am. But you sit there and take from me stuff that as a child I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I just didn't even know shit. But at a young age, I got shit taken from me that I didn't even know would affect me later on in my life. Him and my shitty excuse for a father. It's taken me some serious time and confidence to even get to this point to say shit like this because of how I was or how I am as a being.
But after so much thought into these things, I believe this is true. So I know that I deserve to be with a woman. I deserve to be and feel like a man. Since so many, or not so many, but since certain individuals wanted to take this from me. So I probably got ran way over somewhere, but all this said to say that homosexuality is correctable. Now, really, the only thing is, do you wish to correct it? Do you wish to be attracted to the opposite sex, the right way? I, for one, do. So I got something special I'm working on. It's gonna take a minute. I may not even revisit this topic for a long while, but I'm gonna work on it. The victorious army, find your confidence. Find that little bit of strength within you. Find it, grasp it, firmly grasp it, as Patrick would say. Hold on to it. Make it bigger and larger within your spirit and push for it. So I'm trying like fuck to push for this stuff, all of it. Taking me quite a while to get to this point, and I refuse to let any opportunity or false shitty programming, lack of a proper childhood, lack of proper knowledge stop me from being the man that I choose to truly be. So that being said, lead yourself to your greatest victory. And peace.